Stable marriage problem. It is an important version of biparity matching problem. The goal of this problem is to find the stable matching between two sets, that is nothing but a men and women with various preferences to each other. The men is represented with x equal to set of m1 m2 up to so on n. Woman is represented with y equal to set of w1 w2 up to so on wn. And each woman has a ranking list of the men. A marriage matching M is called a stable, and if there is no blocking pair for it is called as unstable. Now what is blocking pair? Blocking pair is nothing but a pair m comma w is said to be blocking pair for matching M. If man M and woman W are not matched in M but prefer each other to their matches in M. Now here there is a problem, M's preference and W preference. M, the column represents with men's and the rows represented with the preferences. In the women table also, column represented with women's and rows represented with preferences. And we are preparing the ranking table. Here in the ranking matrix also, the columns represented with men's and rows represented with women. Here first Bob preferences of Anne is second preference. This is the second preference. Now Bob's preferences in Lee is the first preference. Now Bob's preferences of Shu is the third preference. Now Bob's preference Anne is second, but Anne's preference here Bob is third preference. Now it is 2, 3. Bob's preference Lee is 1. But Lee's preferences Bob is 2, 1, 2. Now Bob's preference Shu is 3, but Shu's preferences Bob is 3. This likewise we prepared this ranking table. Then the algorithm, the rules should be: first start with all men's and women's who are free. Then while there are free men, select one of them and follow the below steps. Proposals from men to women. Selected free man M proposes to the next woman of his preference list. Preference list means who is the highest ranked woman, not rejected him before. Response: if W is the free, she accepts the proposal to be matched with M. If she is not free, she compares M with her current mate. Likewise, if she prefers M to him, she accepts M proposal, ranking her former mate free. Or else, she simply rejects M proposals, leaving M free. This is the response. Step 2. Return to the set of unmatched pairs. Now coming to the problem. Freeman, Bob, Jim and Tom. You see here, if Bob preferences Anne 2, 3. Lee preferences 1, 2 and Shu 3, 3 as earlier. Now Bob's first preference is Lee and Lee's preference of Bob is 2. Now we assume that this is a matched pair. Now we assume here Jim's first preference is Lee, but Lee already paired with the Bob. Now we will free him. We will paired the Lee with Bob, and Jim's second we will check with the second preference of Jim, Shu. Now Shu's preferences is 1. Now we will make this as a preference. We will check it here. Jim's second preference to Shu. Now we will make here paired here 2, 1. This 2 is not but Jim's second preference is Shu. Shu's first preference is Jim. Now coming to Tom. Here Tom's preference 3, 2, 2, 1 and 1, 2. Tom's third preference is Anne, but Anne's preferences is second preferences to Tom. Now already Tom means this Bob and Lee paired, Jim and Sue paired. Now Tom and Anne should be unpaired. We will make them as a pair. Now the problems of the solution. Here Bob and Lee, here Jim and Sue, here Tom and Anne.